Hi, Bryan McWhorter here. Today I want to talk to you about glass wall management, often also referred to as visual management. It's very important and it refers to how we share information. And remember, information drives behavior. A great example of that is a scoreboard. If you go to any sporting event, aside from what's going on the field or the court, what gets the most attention is that scoreboard. Go to any event, baseball, basketball, soccer, football, and if people aren't watching the field, they're watching that scoreboard. We would never think of hiding that scoreboard, and it has all the information on it to drive behavior. Fans watch the time and the score go up, and so do the players, and it creates a sense of urgency. They're able to tie effort to outcome. How about your business? Do you have a scoreboard going? Glass wall management or visual management is very important for accountability and engagement. Again, if we don't know where we're at in relation to set goals or how our efforts affect outcome, there's going to be very little sense of urgency, very little dynamic tension. And again, that's what's created by knowing what the goals are and where we're at as a business in reference to those goals. We'll have businesses measure anything from quality, cost, delivery, scrap rates. It's important to have the main metrics in view for your employees and for everyone to understand how their effort impacts those. Again, as humans, we tend to be very competitive by nature, but we need to know the score and how our effort affects that score in order to really get engaged and drive forward. If you remove the scoreboard from a sporting event, you no longer have a game, you just have practice. We've got to see how our effort impacts the outcome. So what managers and good executives need to do is have those key performance indicators very clear, make sure employees understand them, and then have those out there like that scoreboard where everyone can see and reference them. When we don't have good glass wall management, we tend to have a lack of engagement. Again, it's like removing that scoreboard. We don't have that sense of urgency anymore. But also something really negative starts to happen, and that camouflage can be used for deception. Again, glass wall management means everyone has the information in terms of the shareholders or stakeholders with a business. So everything from department profitability to the business profits, costs, losses. Every stakeholder needs to know what that is. Our livelihood, if I'm an employee, my livelihood is tied to that business. So I need to know how the business is doing. That's part of my security at night. And I need to know how my effort impacts that, all those numbers with the business. So again, good executives and managers understand that and do a good job of showing where they're at. And I understand there's some proprietary information and things you don't want to share with the public, but for competitive advantages and such. But with your shareholders and stakeholders, you should never be hiding information. What happens when it is hidden? Again, we give people in authority the opportunity to deceive us. And we saw this with the housing bubble in 2008. And we saw this year with Wells Fargo, where they opened a bunch of accounts for customers without their knowledge. And by showing their accounts improving or going up in number, they overinflated their stock value. And again, massive deception. Basically decisions and things being made behind closed doors. When people don't see what's going on, then again, there's an opportunity there for deception. We need that glass wall management. We need all stakeholders to know what's going on, how their effort impacts the key performance indicators, and we need those very easily accessible. If you go to almost any person that earns their living as a consultant, where they're going to businesses and they're helping to firefight or solve problems, usually one of the main problems that employees and management alike will mention is communication. Communication is almost always in the top three. Well, again, glass wall visual management takes care of that. Everyone in business needs to understand the key goals, the KPIs that affect those goals, and to be able to have that scoreboard there to where they can tell what's going on at any point in time and how their effort impacts that. When you have that, again, workers get engaged and we move forward. So with your business, do you have a scoreboard or is it hidden? Are you using the numbers to drive behavior? Do your employees understand what's important, how their effort impacts those numbers? Or are you hiding it? Is there a chance for deceit and camouflage to take place, sort of like cancer? Remember, that information is like the blood in our veins bringing fresh oxygen. We need to get the information into the hands of the people that impact it, and those are the employees. So hopefully this helped you out. Again, look at your own business. How do you disseminate information? How do you get it out there to the people that really need it? Are you using it to engage your employees?